Welcome to Love God, Love Others. He seldom reflects on the days of his life because God keeps him occupied with gladness of heart. Let God fill the hole in your soul. Read 4 chapters a day except for Sundays and love God, love others. Today we read Ecclesiastes chapters 2 through 5. Ecclesiastes 2 pleases God. To the man who pleases him, God gives wisdom, knowledge, and happiness. But to the sinner, he gives the task of gathering and storing up wealth to hand it over to the one who pleases God. We were created to have a personal relationship with God, pleasing him and allowing him to work his purpose through us. I denied myself nothing my eyes desired. I refused my heart no pleasure. My heart took delight in all my labor. But labor has no value without dedication to God. Then I turned my thoughts to consider wisdom, and also madness and folly. I said in my heart, this too is meaningless. Like the fool, the wise man too must die. Question: have I pleased me or God? Ecclesiastes 3 sets eternity. God will bring to judgment both the righteous and the wicked, for there will be a time for every activity, a time for every deed. Sins of the righteous have been paid through Christ. A time to be born, and a time to die, a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to be silent, and a time to speak, a time for war, and a time for peace. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the hearts of men. You see, we desire more than the earthly. God alone gives joy and contentment. Question: am I joyful and content? Ecclesiastes 4 creates companionship. Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. We are created for companionship, and God is the tie that binds. I saw that all labor and all achievement spring forth from man's envy of his neighbor. This too is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. We must work together as God's hands and feet, living in a Christ-like manner. Better a poor but wise youth than an old but foolish king who no longer knows how to take warning. Remain humble in all phases of life. Better 1 handful with tranquility than 2 handfuls with toil and chasing after the wind. Question: do I walk daily with Christ? Ecclesiastes 5 fulfills vows. When you make a vow to God, do not delay in fulfilling it. Much dreaming and many words are meaningless. Therefore, stand in awe of God. It's better to not make a vow than to break a vow. Guard your steps when you go to the house of God. Go near to listen rather than to offer the sacrifice of fools who do not know what they are doing wrong. Be the fulfiller of vows. He seldom reflects on the days of his life because God keeps him occupied with gladness of heart. Naked a man comes from his mother's womb, and as he comes, so he departs. He takes nothing from his labor that can be carried in his hand. Question: will I be a fulfiller of vows? Please God above self, and be joyful and content in him. Walk daily with Christ, fulfill all your vows when you love God, love others. Everything else is the opportunity to do these two. Until next time.